And joining me on India First is Dr. Syed Zafar Islam, National Spokesperson of the BJP, former MP Rajya Sabha. Dr. Shama Mohammed is the National Spokesperson of the Congress. Aarti Jairat is a senior journalist and political commentator. Also with me is Professor Monojit Mandal, political analyst, to give us a TMC perspective from Bengal. Dr. Shama Mohammed, the Prime Minister accused the opposition of being frustrated in defeat, says the need is to deliver, not do drama. How do you respond, ma'am?
When I heard this, I laughed because we know who does drama. The Prime Minister of India is the drama king at the end of the day. Now, how dare does he say we do drama? There are very important issues. One is SIR, as you know. There is an SIR going all over the country. We need a discussion on that. One, more than 40 BLOs have died. They are removing teachers from schools. Normal school is not happening and making them BLOs. And then on one side, the Election Commission says that this is done to remove illegal immigrants, and that is to prove the citizenship of a citizen of India. But the Supreme Court says that Election Commission has no right for that, to prove the citizenship of anybody. So in Parliament, they need to explain why an SIR has been done all over the country, why certain states like Assam is not there. Why are these BLOs dying? Let me finish. Why put pressure? Number two, what is the most important issue right now, Gaurav Sabat, what you and me and all of us who live in Delhi face is the pollution. It is killing us. More than 600, sometimes more than 700 AQI. People are crying. Kiran Bedi, who was a former part of the Bharatiya Janata Party, was begging the Prime Minister, can you please do? He does not want to discuss that. You see, and of course, we have had a terrorist attack recently at Red Fort. And what is drama is when the attack happened, he was there in India. He didn't go to meet the people who died or their families. He went straight to Bhutan and he had, if I'm not, a birthday celebration or something over there. Then he comes back and goes to the hospital. That is drama. We want to know how such security lapses are happening at the center, heart of Delhi. Why wouldn't they be able to stop it? What happened in
Three
Pulwama?
pertinent points you've raised.
So these are the
Islam.
things.
Okay, fair enough. Syed Zafar Islam, KC Venugopal accused the Prime Minister of doing drama. You heard Dr. Shama Mohammed. This is drama. Opposition raising people-centric issues. If this is not what they do, from pollution to attack at Red Fort to SIR, why is the government not engaging, the opposition on issues of public importance, sir?
Well, Gaurav, you have to understand their intent. Every time we have demonstrated that we want debate to take place on the floor of the Parliament, we have also ensured that in the Business Advisory Committee that we must agree, and there is a meeting of minds in terms of what needs to be discussed on the floor of the Parliament and how much time needs to be allocated. Every time they have agreed, but when actually the discussion had to take place, they disrupted the Parliament. So it is for them to first understand what they are doing, what they are up to. Because the people, as the Honorable Prime Minister rightly said, that in front of camera you do drama and you pretend that you want discussion to take place. But as soon as they see the camera, their mindset changes and they start doing drama. But the people of India who have chosen them as their member of Parliament, as their representative to the Parliament, they expect them to deliver. And something which is very, very important, because the lot of indication has been given that how many bills will be introduced, in what area of the bills pertaining to, whether it is to do with the corporate governance, whether to do with health, or many more. And all these
is the government open? Are the Treasury benches open to a discussion on SIR or on pollution?
So, anything under the sun we want to discuss, we are open to discuss. But are they a responsible opposition? Do they really want to discuss, or they just want to disrupt the Parliament? It is for them to introspect what they are doing for the last few Parliament session. Every time, every session, every opportunity, they have only disrupted the Parliament. And I think
Dr. Shama Mohammed wants to quickly respond before I bring in Professor Mandal and Aarti Jairat. Dr. Shama Mohammed, quick intervention.
10 seconds. They are misusing the fund, the taxpayers' money. Please allow me to complete.
Okay.
They are actually misusing the taxpayers' money by disrupting the Parliament. I want them to become a more responsible opposition party. I want their parliamentarian to become more
Fair enough, sir.
responsible.
You have your 10 seconds.
And
Dr. Mohammed
debate,
wants to respond.
discuss, and come up
I just
with
want
something.
to. I just want to tell one thing to Zafar. Remember, it is not our job, the opposition, to run the parliament. It is the Treasury bench and the government of India. Now, the Prime Minister starts off, instead of saying, you know what, we can have a great discussion this winter session, we are ready for it. The Prime Minister says, opposition shouldn't do dramas. He's already poking the opposition. Look at the attitude. This man will never change. He is not the Prime Minister of India. He's still a Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakarta. That's the problem. You don't start a session by poking the opposition. You
Can I
tell
just
them.
come in,
And the Treasury, when they are ready for
Gaurav, can I
discussion,
just come in?
the
This is
Prime
absolutely
Minister has
best.
nothing in him. That's the problem.
Since
We are ready for
ma'am,
you are
you
not.
specifically
You are-
mentioned
you
the
are
Prime
not even
Minister,
aware that
the BJP wants to
what your
respond.
party is up to.
Go on, Syed Zafar Islam. Go on,
See,
sir.
the Honorable Prime Minister, before every session begins, Parliament session, he has always invited the opposition parties to have a detailed discussion. But this Congress is most irresponsible party. Even yesterday said that this Parliament will be derailed because their intent they have demonstrated in front of people that what they are up to. And criticizing the Prime Minister is the only a job they have left. They are left with because they cannot face the people. People have discarded them completely. The party has been rejected completely. They have never been. Now they are now being not blessed by the people. Every time they criticize the Prime Minister, they are using unwarranted statements.
If the Prime Minister's intention was to provoke the opposition, he clearly succeeded very well. Your take on the Prime Minister saying there are places for drama, Parliament is to debate and to deliver.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was definitely a provocative statement, and designed, I think, to provoke the opposition, and the opposition responded predictably. But the sad thing is, Gaurav, and we've seen this session after session after session, this blame game that goes on. No, you disrupt Parliament. No, you disrupt Parliament. No, you're responsible. No, you're responsible. Somewhere, this blame game has to stop. But the thing is, who's going to stop the blame game? Because there is absolutely a complete breakdown of communication between the Treasury benches and the opposition benches. I mean, there was a time when they used to, a long time ago, Gaurav, when I first started covering Parliament, whatever their political rivalries were, they would meet over a cup of tea, they would have a chat, they would meet in Central Hall, they would, there was a kind of friendly banter. And yes, they crossed swords on Parliament, on the floor of the Parliament, but the kind of contentiousness that I see today was missing at that time. And I think that, somewhere the opposition and the Congress and the government must realize that they may be political opponents, but they are not enemies. Parliament cannot be a war zone. Parliament has to be a place for raising issues. It has to
for
be
a healthy debate. We don't see that happen, more often than not.
Because it's become a war zone. They are fighting with each other all the time.
Yes.
And, I mean, somewhere, I don't know who's going to stop this vicious cycle. But I mean, I don't know, maybe public pressure. Maybe people need to start demanding more from Parliament, from parliamentarians.
Because bills are just railroaded through. I have to bring in Professor Monojit Mandal quickly. Both want to come in, but I have to bring in Professor Monojit Mandal. Give me a moment.
Camera pressure. They want to be seen everywhere, disrupting the Parliament, protesting in the Parliament.
That's how we
This is not the Parliament. I'm not the Speaker. Permit me.
They don't want. And also, Gaurav, one very important point. 15 days of Parliament. They don't even want
Gaurav, that's it.
15 days. When we were in power, we allowed Parliament for many more days. They just want winter session 15 days because the dictator says, I don't care about Parliament. I can pass the bill wherever I want.
Professor Monojit Mandal has been waiting so patiently.
Gaurav.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Syed
Zafar Islam, quickly.
Just to rebut her.
Okay, yes, go on, sir.
15 days.
All I'm saying that these people have only made statements after statement, but whenever the opportunity was there, they have never discussed. And whenever they see camera, So their love is only for
Sir,
camera.
that
When
point
they
made.
see
Professor
camera,
Mandal,
they
my
want to show the
apologies. You've
people
been
that they are
so
disrupting
patient
the
and so
parliament.
kind.
They are
Thank you very
protesting,
much, sir.
and they are not letting the debate take place.
आप रिपीट कर रहे हो ना, बार बार वही बोल रहे हो.
Yes,
और
Professor
कुछ
Mandal,
बताइए.
Because
only
this is
Professor
what you are
Mandal. Sir,
doing.
thank
You
you
are
very much
just-
for waiting. Quickly, Professor Mandal, Prime Minister insists India has shown democracy can deliver. He specifically mentioned record voting in elections. He also spoke of India's rate of growth. Sir, does that blunt the opposition's charge? Or do you think that the issue that the opposition is raising, SIR, that's more important than any other issue in your view, sir?
You see, the opposition is raising the issue not because it is SIR, but it has become almost a killing machine. That's the simple reason. And if the Prime Minister finds drama in that, talking about the death of 50 plus people, including the officers of the Election Commission, if he finds drama on that, I mean, what can be more insensitive than that? We do not expect that behavior from the Prime Minister also. Look at the data. My friend was talking about the role of the opposition. Look at the data in the last 5-6 years. Under 267, Rule 267, nothing was allowed. 150 parliamentarians were suspended at one go. The history, this is the first time in the history of Indian democracy. And look at only 10% of the bills, they were discussed and they were passed. 90% of the bills were passed without any resistance, without any discussion. That is the record of this government in the last 6-7 years only. And then this is an issue which is striking a chord with the people of India. And for God's sake, when you're talking about the death of 50 plus people and the government and the opposition is raising this issue, it should discuss it. In fact, I believe that the parliament should have begun by having this mourning first, at least 1 minute silence on the death of these people. Rather than that, the Prime Minister is calling it a drama. What is this? I mean, sir, debate it because you are responsible for appointing the Election Commission of India. You have tweaked the rule of appointment of the Election Commission of India.
Syed
We
Zafar
know
Islam,
why.
respond. That's a very
Because
serious
you
issue.
want your yes stand in that particular position.
BLOs losing their lives. SIR process is resulting on the kind of pressure that BLOs, and now their videos are coming out in public domain, sir. So why is the opposition wrong if it says it's an urgent issue, debate it in parliament? Akhilesh Yadav asks, is BLO death a drama, sir?
No, सब ड्रामा है ना उसके लिए. BLO
No, first of
मरने
all,
दो. क्या फायदा है?
anything
वही आपका
anything
सोच
to
है.
do with election commission, they should approach the election commission. They are not approaching the election commission, but they are only speaking on the television. My suggestion, like TMC went to election commission, Monajit knows the TMC delegation went to the election commission, met the election commissioner, chief election commissioner, whatever the grievances they had, that was adequately addressed. There was they have been responded. Likewise, any other political party can approach. As far as BLOs are concerned, the clarification has already come from the election commission, and I think it is important for us to see, instead of making this kind of a irrelevant and baseless and irresponsible statement which is coming from the opposition parties.
Okay, so you're saying it's irrelevant. Okay, Monojit Mandal wants to come in, sir, quickly before I bring in Aarti Jarat. Go on, sir.
I want to come in too, Gaurav.
Yes.
Please, madam, let's not be
Professor Mandal.
This should not be a parliament, the floor of the parliament. Can we have a sane debate? I respect you a lot. The fact remains that TMC has gone to the office of the election commission and they had to extend the deadline. It suggests that everything was done in extraordinary haste. And that is the simple reason that people were killed. I mean, you're talking about seven plus crore people in 1 month. Even I have friends in the BLOs, I mean, who are teaching in the school, their wife, their husband, they are under tremendous pressure. Not just in Bengal. Yes, maximum number of people were killed in Bengal, but it's happening across the country. You should have been more sensitive. You could have taken more time to do it. And you talk about going to the election commission.
You are creating a very difficult environment for them.
Hang on, please. You are
not
a
election
parliamentarian,
commission.
sir.
It is
You are a
It is
parliamentarian.
your government.
Hang on, let me speak.
It is
These people are poor,
One by one.
they are downtrodden people.
all
How
I'm
then-
trying to tell you that you must know the truth.
Whenever we
Okay.
raise this issue, you ask them to go to the Supreme Court of India. They are not even finding 2 squares meal a day, and you are asking them to go to the Supreme Court of India. The people of the prominent citizens' names are not there. One of our friends on the media who appears on the television, Shikha Mukherjee's name has been deleted. She has been a voter since 1990. What are you talking about?
Okay.
This is an exercise which is fraught with tremendous danger and it was done absolutely underage, maybe under the duress of the government.
Gaurav, instead
Syed
of
Zafar
making
Islam,
this
before
kind
I
of
bring in Aarti
statement,
Jarat.
there is always a procedure to get you. No, I'm saying these kind of statement, if somebody make that that this is the process one has to follow. If someone's name has been deleted accidentally or been missed, it is for you. There are opportunities there for you. Once you see that your name is missing, you
Fair
must
enough. Aarti
approach the
Jarat, the
election
Prime Minister
commissioner
this
or
morning said the
BLOs and get your
opposition
name
needs to
added.
change their
voter
strategy
pe kya kar rahe ho?
and include, he said, I'll give you
It's a
tips,
bounty for
which
the
should include you perform. Let new members of parliament speak. Don't ignore their rights. Now, do you see more of what Mallikarjun
Gaurav, I
Kharge
just
is
need to
saying
come in for
will
1 second.
happen? 12 in the monsoon session, 12 bills were passed, some with discussion of under 15 minutes and others with no discussion at all.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the way this parliament session is going to go too. And I would just to comment on this SIR business. Look,
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think that I think in a democracy, even one death should worry us. And
Absolutely.
I don't think we should be so officious in saying that we need to follow proper procedure and so on. If there is a death, anybody dies. And that map that you put up just now, Gaurav, was quite revealing. It's not just in West Bengal, it is also in states that are ruled by the BJP. So, clearly something is happening, and I think it deserves a discussion. Now, the opposition should approach a request for a discussion through the proper channels. But yes, there should be a discussion on this. And
Okay.
I think this map is very, very revealing. Look at it. Madhya
It
Pradesh.
indeed is. It indeed is. But
Gaurav, just
let
one
me
point,
quote.
just
Let
one
me
point I
quote
need
to
to
you,
say.
Dr. Shama Mohammed.
Yeah.
If 10 to 15 crores go down the drain if Parliament does not function. Remember, Dr. Manmohan Singh in 2013 had said when BJP disrupted Parliament by not allowing Parliament to function, we make a mockery of our system. Or former Speaker Balram Jakhar of the Congress Party, words to the effect, EC is a constitutional body. Their work cannot be discussed in Parliament, or words to that effect. How do you come around this issue, ma'am?
Yeah, so before I come to that, just now Zafar said one thing. 40 BLO deaths are irrelevant. That's the word he used, irrelevant. Can you imagine how insensitive the Bharatiya Janata Party has become? Because you can see the videos where they are
I
crying.
think you have
that's
problem
very sad.
with
And
your
number
yes.
two,
You should listen to.
I
You
didn't
don't
interrupt you,
miss.
Zafar.
Okay,
No,
sir,
don't
sir, let her complete her
say
point. I'm
things
coming
which
to
I have
you.
not spoken. I
Let
said
me finish.
you
And the
people
other
are making
point-
irrelevant statement,
And even,
misleading the
this,
people.
when it comes
Election Commission
to
is giving the
Parliament-
right feedback. You cannot become judge. You
40
don't know
people
how they
died.
have died. Election Commission knows the fact,
committed
and they are
suicide.
making the statement.
They
They
committed
are
suicide.
giving the clarification.
They are
Okay,
You
one
are
by one.
You are
Okay,
you are
one by one.
insensitive,
My time,
and you
Gaurav.
are
Zafar
trying to
Islam,
mislead
Dr.
the
Islam,
nation.
just let
We
Dr.
will not
Mohammed
allow you
complete.
to do that.
Okay, just
We will
Shama
not allow
Mohammed.
you to do that.
So
Yes.
what
Ma'am, complete your point.
Aarti just said a very important point when she started speaking. She said the Prime Minister of India was provocative. He is provoking the. So Manmohan Singh never provoked. Let's
Okay.
not forget it. Atal
Fair
Bihari
enough.
Vajpayee
Syed Zafar
never
Islam, you
provoked
wanted to
the
quickly respond
opposition.
because I have the last
So
30
that's
seconds
the
on
thing
this
what
part
I'm
of the
trying
show.
to say is that it is the duty of the Treasury branch to run Parliament.
Say,
Vajpayee never
say
provoked.
the only job the opposition bench have, opposition parties, to mislead the people. Like I said something else, what she said was totally misrepresentation of what I had said. That is what they are doing in the entire nation, and that's why people are discarding them, rejecting them time and again. They must understand that by misleading the people, you will not achieve anything. By making unwarranted statements against the Honorable Prime Minister, you will time and again be discarded by the people. You have to
Fair
be
enough. It's for the
more
people of this
constructive. You have to have
country
more constructive
to
approach.
decide, but this is a story we'll be tracking very closely. Do keep in mind, in September 2012, late Sushma Swaraj had said, we had to stall the Parliament to expose the government. It's the government's job to run the Parliament, not that of the opposition. Now, we'll be tracking the story very, very closely. I have to slip into a quick break here. I want to thank all my guests on this part of the show.